Boom, perfect. So we'll get you guys warmed up right now and then get you right on into it. This one is going to be a little bit more strength-based, but we'll move forward. Pascal, I'm going to post the workout one more time too. If you don't know some of the terminology, that's fine, but we'll go through it again. So it's all pretty simple too with what we're going to be doing. So start on off. Give yourself a little bit of space. But I just want to see right now, nice, easy speed skaters. Stretch out through that outside of the hip each time. So take your time with these. We're going to move you in pretty decently quickly because we do have 30-ish minutes of full work today. So we will get you started decently quickly. Going to hit about 5-10 more seconds of those, and then we will switch them on up from here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Just alternate yourself right out in place, pulling one knee into the chest. So if you want, hold them on up a little bit, nice and tall with that knee tuck each time. Just keep yourself alternating left to right. We are going to start pretty hard with the lower body, so we're going to get those guys warmed up in a touch. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Up, external rotation out through the hip, slow, steady, controlled on this guy. Use your arm a little bit too if you want to push yourself out. Pascal, you're under cover, I assume, or I guess you're not just in you. Okay. I never knew if your little porch deck had cover or not, but I was like, if she's just out working in the rain today, that's pretty gutso. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. It's going to start off with some single leg movements. I want a nice easy skip right out in place. This back foot plants down to the ground, right back up. When I bring that back foot, I don't push my whole heel to the ground. Quick little tap, boom, skip them on back up. You can stick with the same leg or alternate if you want. I'll let you know when to switch legs. 3, 2, 1, switch up legs. If you're still using, or if you're alternating legs, just stick with the same alternating two that whole time. Otherwise, they'll be set in just a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Feet out a little bit wider, nice deep squat. Come into a moon to sky for me. So down to a full squat. Stretch through those hammies. Good. Take your time with these. Slow, controlled, steady. Open up as much as you can through those hips. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bring those hands together. Come into a lunge forward for me. Just open up at those shoulders too, as tall as you can. Trying to stretch out through that whole front of the body. We're going to scoot about another 10 seconds here. And then if you have some weight, we'll grab them right now. Otherwise, we'll go through some movements instead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. So regardless of if you got weight or not, you're just going to come into an RDL. So knees are pretty straight, just hinging at the hip. Drive the hips forward. Butt is pretty far back. Back is straight. So take the weight if you have it. Otherwise, just hit through without the weight. Drive those hips forward for me each time, too. So this is the main movement we're going to start off with. We will be going down to one leg, too, but really focus on just hinging at the hips. We're not necessarily bending too much at those knees. Let's go about 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. So right down into an easy squat. Don't worry about picking up that weight right now. 2, chest is still up nice and tall for me during this point. So as you guys kind of continue to move through, I'll explain it one more time. The first portion is going to be 3 minutes long, and we're going to work through it 4 times. 3, 2, 1, relax. Going to move into a nice easy set of drop squats. So feet are together. Boom, drop yourself down. Just step them and stand them back up. So we're just focusing on getting low. Take your time between each rep, but still get down nice and quickly. Go. So we're going to be working 45 seconds of those straight leg deadlifts on one single leg, 45 seconds the other leg. You'll go right into 30 seconds of burpee rest for 30 seconds, and then we finish up the 3 minutes with a V-up or a sit-up. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come on to another set of lunges. I want you to maybe speed up the pace just a little bit more. Try to turn those glutes down just a little bit more for me too. So during those 3 minutes, you'll be working for about 2.5 of them, resting for 3. Once we finish the whole 12-minute set of all of that, we're going to come back and finish up with one 5 set of exercises. We'll work through that 3 times. Finish up those lunges in about 3, 2, 1, relax. So right now, what I just want you to do, no weight at all. And if you don't have weight, you'll just do these without weight during the workout into a straight leg deadlift. So I want you to go one leg. I'm still hinging my hip back. Reach yourself down. My back is still nice and straight. I'm not reaching down towards the ground. We're going to go about 30 seconds each side of these, so you can go ahead and get those started right now. Slow, controlled, steady, downward. Drive the hips forward as you come on up. So really take your time with these. We want to work more strength and work really proper, solid form when we actually get into the workout. We'll go 10 more seconds this leg and then switch on over to the other leg too. If balance is a little bit of an issue for some of these movements, 3, 2, 1, switch them on up. Same thing, other leg. So if balance is a little bit of a funky issue for you too, I would rather have you hold on to something just a little bit to give yourself a little bit of stability instead of trying to fight with balance that whole time. We'll go for another 15 seconds on this leg. And then we're going to try to transition into a little bit more of that workout. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're going to go through 4-ish more exercises and then get into that first portion of the workout. So just to start, we're going to go 30 seconds of burpees right now. What I want you to think about is, hey, how many burpees can I get in these 30 seconds at about a 60, 65, 70% pace? So I'm not going full speed, taking your time in between each little jump. Take your time with them. I just want you to warm that upper body up a little bit more. We will go a full 30 seconds. So 3 burpees first, 2, 1, go. You can always walk the feet back and forth. 2, take your time with these right now. When we do them within the workout, we're going to try to go full speed, 100%, try to get as many as you can in those 30 seconds. 10 seconds left, and then we'll rest on back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. We're going to drop you on down to the ground. So in those straight leg deadlifts, we really want to try to use the hamstrings and the glutes. So we're going to try to turn the glutes on just a little bit here, just into a glute bridge. So driving those hips up, steady back down. Take your time with these two. We want to really try to activate through those glutes. 3, 2, 1, go. I think most of the time you guys start before I give you that go call. That is perfect. At this point, everybody knows the drill too for these workouts. You guys are doing well with them. We're going to stay down on the ground after this one too. Give me 10 more seconds. And then we'll flip around onto our stomachs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. So right in place is going to hit into a plank position. So what we're trying to do here is just come into a shoulder tap. Slow, controlled, steady. You might need to widen the feet out a little bit. I want you to try to minimize hip shifts left to right. 2, 1, go. Drop down to the knees too at any point if you need them. Good stability, Kenna. Good work, good work. Pump out just in about another 10, 15 seconds, and then we're going to flip around, work into that core movement, and then kind of get started into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So the goal, like I said, is to go all out on the burpees. You do get a little bit of a rest right after them, but then you're going to move right into the V-ups or the sit-ups. So moving the entire legs and the upper body in the V-ups might be tricky after you push yourself on those burpees. So Feel free to, if you want, come into a sit-up if you need to catch that breath a little bit. It's still gonna do a lot for your core. So right now, let's just go 20, 30 seconds. Pick a scale, pick which one you're gonna be rolling with. You can always change it mid-workout too. 3, 2, 1, go. If you need to, instead of keeping those legs straight on the V-up, you can see I'm bending them a little bit right now to give those legs a little bit of a break because they are gonna be tired from those deadlifts and from those burpees. We're gonna hit another 10 seconds and then I'll have you stand up for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, good. So let's have you guys pop up. So we're gonna go through this 4 times. Right now, I just want you to work on the single leg deadlift a little bit with the weight, and then we'll get started. So what I want you to try to do is for the first 2 sets, have the weight in the other side. So if I'm holding it with my right arm, I'm gonna do the deadlift with my left leg. If this gets really tricky, like I said, pop somewhere where you can hold on to a little bit of a balance and then bring yourself back up. Biggest key for these deadlifts, so just hold off on practicing them just a bit. Biggest key on these deadlifts, we're doing them longer than the other exercises because I know you might lose balance a little bit or just have a few reps that aren't the best. Take your time with them. I'd rather have you get 10 reps in that are a lot slower, more controlled down. Reset yourself with that other foot between each rep if you want to. So let's go 20 seconds each side. I'll tell you all when to switch. 3, 2, 1, go. So if you have a light weight too, and you go, wow, this is pretty easy, what I'd rather have you even focus on, instead of just going so quickly, slow down and stay under tension a lot longer on the way down. Then drive yourself up. 5 seconds and we'll switch up to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Switch them on up, so weight in the other hand, and then you're just gonna hit into the other side. If for some reason too, let's say that one-legged movement really wonky for you, if you just don't feel comfortable, you can come down, go into a 2-legged straight deadlift, and then for the second 45 seconds, come into something like a swing. So we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. So I'm going to explain this baby just one last time, and then we'll get into them. So I will give you the go call, the stop call every single time. You're going to go 45 seconds, single leg deadlift, right leg first, left leg first, whatever you want. We'll transition right away into the other leg for 45 seconds. And then I'll give you that 3, 2, 1 count. So when we switch to burpees, I want you to be ready to just drop that weight and get right into the burpee. So the big key with these burpees, it's only 30 seconds and you have 30 seconds of rest after. So I want you to try to get down and up as quickly as you can. So this is a great time. I don't care about how many reps you get in the RDLs, but try to count on those burpees. After we hit the burpees, 30 seconds of rest, finish with 30 seconds of the sit-ups or the V-ups, then we climb right back into the straight leg deadlifts. So if anybody has questions, pop them into the chat. I think everybody has that workout, but I'll post it one more time. Otherwise,
Wait,
I will count for you. I'll let you know.
Will you demo the RDLs one more time? I want to make sure my legs were right with which weight.
Yeah, I'll watch you too. So what we're gonna do for the first 2 sets, you're gonna go right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, so opposite, and then we'll switch it. Because the same leg is gonna be a little bit easier. But I'm right to here. Back is pretty straight that entire time. I'm not reaching towards the ground. Drive your hips forward. So my butt backward, knee pretty straight. Drive yourself forward for me. That good, Keith? I'm gonna take that as a yes. He knows what he's doing. Okay, ready yourself up, guys. Don't worry about reps on these first 2 RDLs. I want them quality reps that whole time. And you're just trying to stay consistent that whole time through too. So ready yourself up, pick that weight up in 5, 4, RDLs are first, 3, 2, 1, go. So 45 seconds. Slow, controlled, consistent pacing. You should maybe get 10, max of 15 reps or so onto this one. I'll always tell you when we're going to be switching legs too. So sit that butt backward, drive those hips forward for me. Control yourself on the way down. We don't want to worry about speed too much here. We want those hips and those glutes and hamstrings under tension. We got 30 seconds done right here, 15 more seconds onto this side. Sticking consistent, good work. When we make that transition, try to make it nice and smooth. 2, 3, 2, 1. Switch up legs right into that other leg. Same movement, we're just switching on up sides. So we still have 3-4 more full rounds of this. So if you didn't necessarily get too many reps in this first one, grab something that'll give you a little bit more of a balance. We got 30 seconds left. And like I said, when we transition to the burpees, we want to try to switch and transition as quickly as you can. Down to the burpees as fast as possible. 15 more seconds of the RDLs, then we're down into those burpees. Count how many burpees you can get each time. Hey, Jesus, I think you should probably be able to push past 14. 3, 2, 1, burpees down. Kick the feet back, boom, right to here. So this one is a really key component. Whether that burpee, a high number of burpees in 30 seconds is 5 or 15 for you, I want you to try to push as hard as you can. Get to however many you can get in these 30 seconds. 10 seconds left. You got a full 30 seconds of rest right here too. 5, we want to make these babies consistent from round to round. 3, 2, 1, boom, relax. So rest up right here. Remember that number 2 for the next round. So rest up. We're going to go either into the V-ups, and like I said, you can bend those knees too in the V-ups, or come down into that full sit-up. After the V-ups, we're going to stand right up, get back into the RDLs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So this workout will build upon itself a little bit too. So you might not be too out of breath right now, but once we get to round 2, round 3, round 4, those V-ups might become a little bit more challenging. So don't hesitate to bend at the knees or drop those feet a little bit. We want to try to transition to the deadlifts pretty quickly back again in 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand them on up, right back into those deadlifts. Same thing right to here. That's why we have these set for 45 seconds too, because I know you might take a little bit more time to transition back from the ground. We got 1 round done. We're scooting through 3 more rounds right here. Same leg you started with. Even if you only get 5 reps on each leg and you're coming down maybe 4, 5 seconds downward, that's perfectly fine. Gather yourself, pace yourself out that whole time. Doing well, doing well. We're going to switch legs in 15 seconds. 5, give me 1 more rep on that side. 3, 2, 1, switch legs. Same thing, same thing, same thing. A lot of times here, if we're doing that 45 too, when we're doing single leg movements or single arm movements, it's a great opportunity to really understand maybe where I'm a lot more stable or stronger from one side to the other. Doing well. We got 20 more seconds here. We're right back down into the burpees again, right back down into the burpees. Pushing last 15 seconds. So I would rather have you drop that weight maybe 2, 3 seconds early and get ready to go to the burpees than taking too much time to transition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burpees down, 30 seconds. Hands don't have to come all the way above the head, but give me a nice jump each time. You're not hunched over at the waist. Halfway through, halfway through. Try to keep the same pace you got right now. 10 more seconds. These are all the burpees we have today. Initially had them in the second portion too, but I think this is a little bitsy better. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, relax. Good, good, good. Keith and Pascal, I'll count those last burpees. We're back down to the ground, into the V-ups and the sit-ups. So this will conclude round 2, and then we'll switch them on up again. So if you want to, once we come back to the deadlift, same arm, same leg. Otherwise, just keep it the way you were doing it. V-ups or the sit-ups, coming up in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Try to be really aware too and cognizant of what scale you're doing, because there's always somewhere in the middle where like a GHD sit-up would be even more challenging than the V-up, and then crunching the knees with the V-up, and then down to the sit-up too. So we always got options. About 5 seconds left. We're back up into the deadlift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take them on back up. Same leg, same arm right here. Once again, we have these programmed for 45 seconds too, with the understanding that, hey, it'll take a little bit of time to transition. Maybe only do them for 35 seconds, but slow, steady, and controlled. You can kind of see I was a little bit off balance with there too. So maybe if I'd be doing this workout a little bit more intently, I would try to grab just a little bit of balance to kind of help me out. We got 2 rounds done. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Trying to stay consistent in the balance. Core's nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. Switch on up. Same thing other side. Same thing other side. Good transitions from y'all too. One big key we really want to focus on too is when I'm coming downward, I'm not leaning or rotating or twisting to where the weight is. This is a little bit overkill here, but try to keep consistent and saying, okay, my body is going to fight against the motion and the weight pulling me down. We got 15 seconds on this side. Burpees again, burpees again. 10 left here. Try to repeat what you did or even crank them on up a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Burpees back down. Thinking about how fast you can work in those burpees. Break the number that you had the last round too. You got reps that you can take, rest you can take after this. Darylyn, it looks like you are absolutely flying through these as your hair just flies all over the place. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, relax, relax. Boom, 30 seconds of rest. We're back down. So we got 1 last round through, then we're coming back again after this. So now maybe if you need to, bend the knees this time, hit into the sit-ups. Got about 15 seconds before we come back into that V-up or the sit-up. Really trying to activate into that core and those abs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as you come forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We got 1 last set of the deadlifts coming up after this. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take them on up. Deadlift last time, last time. Like I said, if you need to, if you're a little bit more tired right here, pop the foot down for a little bit of balance and guidance. Try to play with how much balance you use or need to. The further up I push my leg behind me, tougher it's gonna be as well. We got about 20 seconds left on this side. Guys look like you're doing well with this, doing well. Good reps, Ben, good reps. Same thing for you too, Pascal. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Switch them on up, other side, last time. So keep those deadlifts coming. We're gonna make just a little change to that last round of burpees. So you're either gonna go 30 seconds or you're gonna hit your top number. So if you're at 30 seconds and you're still 2 more burpees to go, if you hit 10 one round and you're at 8, I want you to go to 10. If you can beat your number, beat your number. 20 seconds left, 20 seconds left. So we're either working for 30 seconds or you're reaching the top number of burpees you did before. 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. If you hit your top number with 25 seconds, beat it. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Last set of the burpees. I'll keep you updated when we're halfway, trying to rep those babies out. Halfway through right here, halfway through right here. Beat that number that you had before. You guys got 10 seconds left. Fight them out, fight them out. Still get rest after this one. We just got 30 seconds of the core work. 3, 2, 1. Relax. If you didn't hit that number, finish them on up right now. Otherwise, it looks like everybody cranked them back. Good work, good work. You got one last set of the core work, and then we'll rest, transition. Doing a great job thus far. Big deep breath right here too. Once we finish this round, you guys can just hang out on the ground too. Catch your breath right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So V-ups, last round. Five left here. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Relax, relax, relax. Great job, y'all. So we're going to take about a 2-3 minute, probably even a little bit longer than that, transition before we move to the last portion. So it looked like you guys did really well with those burpees too. It is a real difference when you're saying we're doing a minute of burpees at a time or like 20 burpees at a time versus just cranking out 30 seconds. So good work. Anybody hit 15 in the 30 seconds? Because that's flying. I don't know if that was a yes, no, or you're just making random hand gestures out. I got you. I got you. Good work.
I got it on the first time.
Okay.
Right after.
And then after that, no, I know. Sometimes they can get dumped down pretty quickly too. But regardless of whether you hit 15 burpees in 30 seconds or you did 5 burpees in 30 seconds, just trying to know that, hey, this is my full effort of what I can do in 30 seconds. So as you guys rest up, just watch me for the next few minutes. So I'm going to explain what we're going to be doing next. This next time through, we have 5 exercises. Each one is going to be done for 1 minute at a time. So each of these minutes, it kind of cycles through a little bit more upper body work to a little bit more lower body work. Weight or no weight, you can use either one. So I'm going to go through with what we're going to be doing right now. So the first one, you're taking your weight, and it looked like everybody did have something, but if not, I'll give you an option right afterward. So your first one, you got a few options too. So if this is a little bit lighter, maybe go one arm at a time, or you're just bringing the weight from your shoulders or your chest area into an above head position. So that can look different in a few different ways. So you saw how I had one arm right here. I could use a dumbbell too, and coming into presses. So I can also dip, use the legs a little bit to drive myself up. So if you want to too, I find this grip on the dumbbell is pretty easy to use. I can come into a double press above the head. I can press with my legs too, but you're essentially just taking the weight from that shoulder chest position into above the head. So going to be a lot more upper body focused. Secondly, you're moving into a squat. Hold the weight wherever you want. So I used the kettlebell when I did this earlier. Found it kind of comfortable just to hold it back behind me. You can hold them up at the chest. If you're planning to do this without weight and you're just going to be squatting, what I would suggest is start without the weight right away and then don't use it the entire time. So try not to switch midway through unless you only get like 5, 6 reps in that minute. So exercise number 3, down onto the ground into a set of push-ups. So we're planning to do kind of 2 different options. Down into a hand release push-up where I come all the way down to the ground, hands pop off super quickly, press myself back up. A big key, what we don't want to see with these is I'm not here and then chest coming up and then hips. When I'm on the ground, my whole body comes up nice and straight. So if you want to do an inverted push-up too, or even a handstand push-up, you can come right here and almost simulate a handstand push-up. I'd really only suggest doing that if you've done those numerous times before. So then last 2, gonna be simple. This power row, you're pulling a weight from the ground. One arm, the plan is, and I'm, boom, little bitsy rotation down to the side. So one big key I kind of want to see, my elbow punches back, I rotate a little bit, and if I have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, the bottom of the weight pushes out to the front. So if you have a really odd object or a bag or something like that, like this fertilizer, what I would say, bend down, row up right to here. So kind of like a sumo high pull. And then lastly, gonna be really simple, but this one's tough for a full minute. You're down into a mountain climber plank position, driving those knees forward for me. So what I just want to see right now, I know there was a lot of just explaining right there. We're going to move through 20 seconds of work on the shoulder to overhead. I have confidence y'all can squat, and then we're going to do the power rows too. And if anybody needs options without weight or anything, pop them in the comments or just let me know. But right now, what I just want you to do, practice that shoulder to overhead motion. We're going to work for 20 seconds. So maybe figuring out, am I going to use both arms? Am I going to use one arm right here? What's going to work for me? So you guys can go ahead and get practicing right on those right now. This is more or less just for your own benefit too, to make sure y'all are doing these properly, which it looks like everybody's crushing them out right now. Good, and if you want to do this as a little bit more of a strength too, or like if you have a weight that's a little bit lighter, I would suggest trying to do these as strictly as possible until you get to the point where I have to dip those legs. You guys can relax. We're not gonna just gas those shoulders out too much. So one key note I wanna make before we get into those shoulder to overheads, if you're gonna dip and use the legs, really be aware that you're not dipping the knees forward. So a lot of times, instead of that little butt back, drive up, butt back, drive up, we come here and start to dip the knees forward. So really try to think about that when you're hitting that movement. Then lastly, let's move to the power rows before we go ahead and get started. So that one can be a little bit trickier. So if you have a dumbbell, kind of a squat down. Instead of a snatch all the way above the head, we're pulling elbow back, boom. Punch the elbow back each time. What I would suggest, alternate hands whenever you want. Don't alternate every rep. So let's just go about 20 seconds of those, and then we'll get you guys started. Yeah, so if you have, like I said, if you have a weird bag, I've already spilled some fertilizer here, but if you have a bag, down and just pull with both arms. So elbows come out to the side, boom, right to here. Oopsie. Okay, so it's a good pre-workout yawn, Darylyn. It's a way to get rocking. We're gonna work for a full minute, 1 minute of each exercise. Exercise 6 is just rest. So we'll go through this 3 total times. Don't expect to go all out the entire minute because it'll be pretty rough. It'll be pretty tough that entire time. So take your time with these, pace yourself out just a little bit. On the mountain climbers, they're gonna be a little bit easier, but to work that entire minute, I want you to really fight to stay up and work as long as you can in those mountain climbers. So get your weight ready, 1 full minute of work. I'll always keep you up to date as to when we're transitioning and what's coming up next. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Shoulder to overhead, shoulder to overhead. So this is a great opportunity to count. So try to keep count of what you're doing. See where it changes from round to round. I'll give you a heads up. A minute's a long time to do any of these. Like the first 20, 30 seconds, the shoulder to overhead felt great for me. Was flying through them, and then all of a sudden you go, okay, I'm gonna do 5 this side, 5 this side, and then 3 and 3. Same thing with the squats. There's no rest time until we get to the very end. So we got 25 seconds left here into the squats. If you have a lighter weight, I want you to try to pick that speed up and pick that pace up on those squats. Otherwise, if you have a little heavier weight, don't gas yourself out right away. 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Pushing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch them right up. Feel free to change where you hold that weight at any point. So at some point, this will get a little bit annoying. So I might hold them in a front rack or just switch them back behind me. Don't feel like you have to work the entire minute. Even squats, even if you don't have any weight, it's a long time just to keep repping those movements out. We're down into push-ups next, trying to hit those hand release. 30 seconds here, 30 seconds here. Guys are doing well, doing well. Breathe in between each rep. Pace yourself on out a little bit. If you need to, drop down to the knees on the push-ups. What I would suggest, try to stick with some scale the entire time. So stick with the knees the whole time or stay on the feet the whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down into push-ups, down into push-ups. Pop the hands just off the ground really quickly. Elbows are pretty tight to the body, not flared out at 90 degrees. They're up at about a 45-degree angle to the body. Full extension up, back down. On these push-ups, really try not to go to complete failure before taking a little bit of a rest. So take a little bit of a rest before you jump into them. So if you can crank out push-ups for a full minute, really, really impressive. Got 25 seconds left. Standing back up, gonna be grabbing that weight into that power pull. If you've used a pull start mower or anything like that before, you kind of want to think, I'm using my torso trying to power and rotate through. 10 seconds left, get a few more push-ups in. A few more push-ups in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch them on up. A little bit of a rotation. Punch that elbow, punch that elbow. If you have some type of bag or dog food, something like that, pull with both arms at the same time. Quick little squat through. Since those quads might be a little bit more tired, if you're into this position, use those hammies and glutes a little bit more. But still, boom, give me a nice strong back. You can maybe bend the legs or bend the knees a little bit less. Good work. You guys are rotating whenever you want when you're switching up hands. 25 seconds left, 25 seconds left. Course tight, tight, tight. When you're pulling down to the ground, boom, rotate. Focus on a little bitsy rotation through that torso. Same thing, like if you're throwing a punch, it's gonna be a lot stronger with a little rotation. 10 seconds left, down to the mountain climbers for the last exercise. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So goal here is to keep moving as long as you can. I'm gonna give you a heads up every about 15 seconds and try to think, how long can I stay up? Even if maybe I'm moving a little bit more slowly, 15 seconds done here. Try to break these up and move as much as you can. Set a goal for yourself. You have 2 more rounds to try to beat or get to that goal again. The mountain climbers might be one where you can stay a little bit more consistent in your rep range, halfway through. Same thing here too. Those arms are tired. I know I did this one a little earlier. Rest a little bit, 5-10 second rest before you get into them. We got 15 seconds left here. When you finish up this set, you can flop down to the ground. We got a full minute rest after this, baby. Keep going, Kenna, keep going. You're the only one I can see in this screen. Everybody else has dropped off. So I'm gonna push you this whole time. 2, 1, relax. 1 full minute rest, 1 full minute rest right here. So if you counted any of your reps, this is a good time to write them down. If you completely forgot what they were, don't worry. That's perfectly fine too. Just trying to keep in mind. With the mountain climbers and the push-ups, big key to say, okay, how long can I fight in those mountain climbers? Because we get a full minute rest after this. So we got 30 seconds left on this one. Back to the shoulder to overhead. This isn't a whole lot of rest either. And you were using the shoulders in the mountain climbers and the push-ups. So don't necessarily expect just to put forth the same reps, but I want to try to see the same effort. So really try to get after them. 15 seconds here. Once again, try to stick with the same scale you were using before, but if you can't do 1 or 2 reps with one arm right away, switch to 2. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Shoulder to overhead, right to here. So even if you're using 2 arms, this is decently light for me on 2 arms, but after 15, 20 seconds of trying to move through those reps, it's gonna get pretty tough, pretty fast. Keith, big key, looks like you're doing well with it. Core is nice and tight too, so this is a great core exercise. Don't let that weight pull you down to one side. Strong press upward each time. Halfway done, halfway done. Nice work, Noah. That looks like that dumbbell's getting bigger and bigger every week. Good presses too, Pascal. Keep at them. Good. Jesus, I don't know what's up in that bag, but you're doing well. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. We're going to crank right into squats. Good option for a bag in the squats, so just give them a big hug or pop them on the back. 3, 2, 1, go. So sometimes when I held that kettlebell on my back, kind of like it because it helps open my chest up a little bit more too. Kind of lets me breathe a little bit more deeply as opposed to holding it on the chest. So sometimes if I have a big bag right here or a sandbag or something like that, I'm giving it a big hug, it's going to compress my chest a little bit, not necessarily allow me to breathe as deeply. 30 seconds left. We're down into the push-ups. Good work, good work, good work. 20 seconds left here. If we get down to the push-ups and you were on your feet the first time, but you can only do maybe about 1 or 2, 3 or 4 to start, maybe think about widening the feet or drop down to the knees. Otherwise, we do want to try to keep it the same scale. 5 seconds left. Push-ups coming up right now. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That little hand release kind of builds in a little bit of a quick rest. So maybe thinking about, instead of just trying to speed through these, just trying to keep them consistent that whole time. We really want to focus on that back, nice and flat, coming from the ground, not bringing the chest up first. Halfway done, halfway done. I was moving pretty slowly in these push-ups here too, this time frame, because I know it gets tough pretty quickly. 15 left, 15 left. We're back up on your feet. Once you're tired, we really want to focus on keeping that back nice and strong in these upcoming rows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Power row through, boom, punch that baby back. Trying to use a big combination of that leg, of those legs, that torso, and that arm, trying to power that weight through each time. Fight them on back. Don't let that weight control you all the way down or throw you downward. Try to just keep it into a steady positioning. Boom, power them back. We're halfway through. If you're doing your switches based on time, you want to think about finishing in this full, boom, extended position. My hips are extended, knees pretty extended, power forward. 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Last 5. Here's the tough one. Fight as much as you can on these mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, go. This is a really good exercise to try to set a goal for. Remember what you got last time. Remember how long you worked for last time before needing to maybe drop down to the ground and rest. 15 seconds done. Full minute break after this, then we just got one more time through this baby. Good, 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 good work. Halfway done, halfway done. Try to still maintain a nice strong plank position. I know it's tough, but we don't want to let ourselves sink backwards or drop our hips forward into this little drag position. Try to control through. Keep your hands and shoulders stacked in that plank position. 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. If you're resting, pop back up as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and boom, relax, relax. Minute break here. So you got a full minute right now. We're cranking through one last time, one last time. So if you've been doing the strict press here and not really using the legs, this can be a time where you say, oh shoot, I'm gonna try to push it. I'm gonna try to crank it and get after it for these last 5 rounds. So now, maybe use those legs to help make it a little bit more of a full body motion each time. So you can get out a few more reps than maybe you could have. 30 seconds left, back to the shoulder to overhead, last time. Big key too, once you're tired, don't let those knees dip forward. We want to sit the butt back instead of letting those hips fall forward. I don't think anybody's doing it this egregiously, but it's easy to kind of sneak into it. 10 more seconds, shoulder to overhead coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, last time of these, 1, go, dip them, drive. If you want to just keep doing that full strict position, that's fine. $15 done. You can see as I start to maybe get a little bit too tired, boom, fly them on up. This is another good exercise in any of these. Don't necessarily just burn yourself out the whole time. 30 left, 30 left. Keep fighting, Darylyn. Good work, good work. I was gonna say, Keith, I didn't know if you were just so still and in deep thought, but you did freeze for a little bit, so I realized that's what was happening. 10 seconds left here. Few more presses, Noah, a few more presses. I know that baby's heavy. 5 more seconds, almost done, Pascal. 2, 3, 2, 1. Into those squats, into those squats. Here's a good opportunity too. You guys all know what a squat feels like, all know what it feels like when those legs start to burn. So really try to just fight through these. Instead of maybe just trying to crank through 10 really quick and then resting, stick consistent. Just stick into a consistent squat that whole time. Keep breathing for me too, 30 seconds. Maybe once we get down to 15 seconds, and if you're still feeling pretty good, you can speed that pace up a little bit. But I just want you nice and steady. Trying to work that whole minute, 15 seconds here. We're down to the push-ups after this one. We don't want to get so tired during these squats that we can't do any push-ups, because even though the legs aren't used too much in the push-ups, still going to make it difficult. 3, 2, 1, transition down. Last set of push-ups here. Remember to breathe for me in these push-ups. 30 seconds. We got that set of power rows here, and they're still going to be all kind of congruent and work together, but we're trying to work a little bit of opposite muscle groups, so that back's going to be a little bit fresher for those rows. 15 seconds left. Few more push-ups, hop up, get into the rows as quickly as you can. Use those legs too to help get you some power. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Keep that opposite hand off that leg too, because we don't want to push with the one arm and pull with that other arm at the same time. Just that pull, just that pull. Stick steady with them. If you have a big old bag or something like that, chest up nice and tall too. Quick little pull, boom, get them on back down. On these, you can use a little bit more of those hips too. Try to think about the difference between those hips and the knees coming through. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. If you keep those knees a little bit straighter, going to recruit a little bit more of those hamstrings and glutes. Great job, Pascal, with those rows too. Good work, good work, good work. Finish up strong for me, guys. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. We got the mountain climbers coming up here. Think about a number in your head that you want to get to. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop them on down. Drop them on down. Mountain climbers last time. I'd say a little bit more of an advanced number is 100 plus, maybe 120 even. Something that's down a little bit too lower, 60 to 80. 1 a second would be a good thing to shoot for too. 15 seconds. Feet are moving quickly. Still drive the knees forward. Sometimes we turn these into butt kicks. We want to drive those knees. Give me that full range of motion too. If you're pumping through and those mountain climbers start to turn into this, we'll start to count as quarter reps. 30 seconds, y'all. 30 seconds. Done after this one. Done after this one. Make them all the way through. Doing a heck of a job. Heck of a job. 20 seconds left. Keep moving. Fight to stay up in that plank. 15 left. Last little grind. Last little grind. Good work, Kenna. Good work. All the way out. Finish up. Finish up. Finish up. Last 5, 4. Few more mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. And bada bing. Relax. Flop yourself on down. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Kenna, you just froze up a little bit too, and it looked like you're just resting in the plank position after that. You're like, I'm not going to do these mountain climbers, but I'll just hang out in this plank spot for right now. Good work, y'all. Good work. Awesome job, everybody, with that workout. Really good job the whole way through. Pascal, I think that was, oh no, you've been to some of these like more CrossFit-esque workouts. I think you've been to some actually in the box too.
No, I haven't done the CrossFit yet with you, so.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so you can see it's just kind of pacing yourself a little bit differently too. But good work, everybody. We're pretty much up onto that time too. So if you guys want to stretch a little bit, take them on your own. We do offer yoga Tuesday and Thursday too. Did anybody make it past that 100, 120 mountain climbers? Got a couple hands raised. I'll take that. I only did, I think, 2 rounds of this. So I couldn't say how many mountain climbers that I've gotten in the 3rd round, but I don't think it would have been 100 because I barely got 100 on the 1st round. So there you go, Keith. Good work. Once we get back into it, we'll get on the assault bikes because I have one of those, and I think everybody else will be at least a little weaker with it. If you guys want, we will send out an email too. I don't know if you saw on Instagram. We did have the whole CrossFit issue with comments by their CEO. So we will be sending out email too with just a follow up on where we're going to be going with that. But if you want to check out the Instagram feed, we do have our decision with what we're going to be doing in that route. But otherwise, super job this Friday. Hopefully the sun comes out wherever you're at a little bit. It's not going to come out here, but enjoy the weekend. Props to everybody that just finished up their spring term here at UO too. If you're not, then just enjoy the normal Friday. Adios, everybody. Good work today.